Okay, this is the Great Burnout, and today we're going to be doing the end check. And make sure you do this end check every time you go on for a long bike ride. If it's just small, maybe you won't need to do it as seriously. Well, you still need to make sure it still works. So, our end check is in the shape of an M. So we're going to do our handle brakes. We're going to do our wheel, our front wheel. We're going to do our pedals. And we're going to do our seats. And we're going to do our back wheel. Okay, so first, on our handlebar, we're going to be checking if the brakes work. So, if we spin it, and if we hit this brake here, it should be able to stop. And these are our brakes here. There we go, do that, and brake. Very good. So now we're going to check our back wheel. And here we go. Oh wait, I was going backwards, sorry. This way, and brake. And here we go. So, now we're going to be on to this wheel. For this wheel, you're going to check if it's hard enough and if it won't come off. So we're going to press this as hard as we can. And if it's not as hard as it should be, make sure you pump it up. And see these? This is what keeps your bike wheel on the bike frame. So just go make sure this doesn't go side to side. And if this isn't working, you can use like a spanner or something to tighten it up. Now we're going to go up to our pedals. Our pedals obviously make our bike go, so that could be very important. So let's just spin them. As you can hear, it does not sound very good. And I think I can know where it is. If you look here, you can see this is coming off slightly. So we're just going to grab it. Don't worry, your chains won't snap, they're quite strong. So you're just going to hold it and pull it over. Right, so make sure that's on well. Your hands might be a bit oily, so you might want to wash your hands after this. Just go pedal again, and it's coming off. So let's do that again. Make sure it's on there properly. Push it on if you need to. Hold it back and keep on pulling it back. See if it's on properly. Your hands may get a bit oily. You definitely want to wash your hands. And there seems to be a problem with my bike.
We had a bit of difficulty with the bike.
We had a bit of difficulties with the pedals. It wasn't this part, it was actually this part. So we had to do this and this. Sorry if we couldn't show you, but your hands get so oily with these gears. And if they sound a bit creaky or a bit stiff, that could either be if the chain is off, or you might need to re-oil them. You can find them in B&Q and stuff like that. And we go on to our seat. Our seat, we need to check if the bolts are really tight. So if you try and twist them, try and wiggle it back to forth, it should be fine. If it's on tight well, that's good. Now go on to our back wheel. Just like the front wheel, we're going to check if it's on tight and it won't wobble side to side. And check these, if these are tight enough. Check how hard the tyres are. So they seem fine. Right, now we are going to flip our bike round, and we're going to see how our gears work and how if they're working properly. Okay, we're back. We've flipped our bike around, and these are for your chain to go on. Every time you change, it should be on a different layer. So I'm going to go for a bit of a cycle. I'm going to change my gears a bit, and hopefully it will possibly be on a different part of this layered light chain. For some bikes have different amounts, which have different gear amounts on this handlebar right here. So here I've got 9. It's got 3 here and I've got 6 here. Add them together, you've got 9.
Make sure you start in gear 1.
Make sure you start in gear 1, which is here for me, as you can see here. Right, this doesn't really... Oh no. So over here are our gears, and can you see here, there are different layers of them.
And gear 1's the highest.
Gear 1's the highest.
And gear 6 is the lowest.
And gear 6 is the lowest.
So go.
These
bike.
aren't your gears, as Alex told me, but we don't know quite sure what we are. Maybe you can find out in another video or somewhere on the internet. We haven't looked at that just yet. These are your gears here. With mine go up to 6, some people goes up to 9, and some even go up to 10. So we're just going to cycle around.
Before you start, check your bell. You don't want pedestrian in the way.
Yeah. So that's working very well. Hopefully, if you don't have a bell, it's not urgent, but you make sure you can get a bell shortly.
And these, you need these. They're reflectors, so then if there's cars.
These are. I've got reflectors. I've also got lights. There's 3 different modes.
The reflectors get the car's light, and then it bounces off, so then the cars can see that there's someone there.
But mine is for like light, so if I wanted to see where I was going, there's 3 different modes, and mine is just still.
It's funny because we got them on the same day.
Yeah, and I've got some at the back here, the red ones that are like my red reflectors. So
they're lights.
They're lights, and here's my red reflector here.
Yep. There should also be reflectors on the wheels. I don't know, but I think these are legal. Are these legal? Do you have to have them?
I'm not quite sure.
Of course they're legal.
Of course they're illegal. Right, so here we go, and we're just going to start on our bike at gear 1.
Yep.
So I'm just going to cycle around, I'm going to change to gear 2, and you should be able to see, just to double check, it's definitely at the top of the gear.
Yep,
right.
Go.
So I'm just going to
don't gear up straight away.
And there you go. It's on the 2nd layer now. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's all good.
And now I change to gear 3. And I think I need to pedal a bit more.
No gear 3 there.
Just need to turn around. This isn't part of the M-chip, but this is a choice. So if Alex comes around, you can now see it's in the 3rd layer down.
Gear 3.
Here we go.
Shall we wrap that cycling up there?
No, we just need to do 4 and 5 and 6.
Okay.
Right, so we go on to number 4 now.
Will it be easier to do that off camera?
No.
Okay.
Number 4. Here we go.
Yep.
4. Yep. We need to make sure that our chain doesn't hop over an extra one by accident. If it does, you might need to go to like a bike shop or something like that.
Halfords. Good one.
And try and sort that bit out, because there's something. As you can see, my eye might need to change mine, because if you see in there's a spring, and mine is getting quite rusty. So, yeah. So now we're going to go into gear 5.
Yep, you're going into gear 5.
Right, I'm in gear 5, I think. Yep. And gear 6 should be the bottom.
Like.
Has it changed? Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Nope. Go.
Faster. There you go.
Yep, you could hear that.
Don't worry if that's noise, that's just your gears changing. And there we go. Make sure on number 1, your first gear is normally for going up hills. Number 6 is normally going down them, so you stay safe. But for like number 3, like the middle one would just be like normal cycling, if you like it. So that's it for this video.
Unless you want friction going up the hill, you can use gear 6, because gear 1 has less friction, doesn't it, on the wheels?
Oh, right. So that's our video all done. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay safe.
And we have a question.
All right.
We in the comments, if you know what these gears are, can you please comment?
Yeah, because we would like to know what those are. So thanks for watching this. Hopefully you stay safe on your bike, and see you later.